We all have everything we need. We were all born that way. The problem is society, our parents, our peers, our teachers, blah, 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 have told us that we're not good enough. And they've told us that so many times, repeated it, that we started to believe it. And that's the falsehood, right? That's the lie.
All right. Hello, everyone. Finding your real self, which in some ways, I'm going to admit right up front is a bit of a trick because you already are your real self. So we're going to help you to uncover whatever is blocking you from getting to the core of how you want to live, how you would like to be, and everything you always knew was possible, but haven't yet succeeded in accomplishing, but always knew you could.
Yes. We all have things that we want, right? We all have things that we want to achieve, that we want to interact with, that we want to experience. But if we want it, we're not there. So the question is, why aren't you there? This is one of the questions that we're going to be covering is what is it that you want and why aren't you experiencing it already? Like what do you need to get from here, where you are, to where you want to be? So, if you're someone who feels a bit stuck, like you've been going around in circles, like, you're doing all the right things, but not getting the right results, then this might just be what's the right word? I was going to say kick up the bum you need. This
Kick
might,
up the bum.
but this
Or
course might, just give you some ideas, some ponderings that will get you past that. Because if we're just using our own thoughts and there's nothing new coming into the mix, then we can't do much but go round and round, right? So that's one of the things that we want to do is discuss and just really get some new thought patterns going, right? Get some new inspiration, help you ponder more, because as we've all said, we can't do this for you. This is all about letting you become more of yourself so that you can become the person that you need to be to experience everything you want to experience.
So let's say, if I might be a little rude, we're going to help you develop some non-sexual loving connections because that, in my opinion, is what everyone is after when they're looking at, let's say, the sexual experiences of their life. And we're all probably a little older, people taking this course. So we've all had those experiences of one kind or 22 kinds by the time we got to our 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. And yet something still seems to be missing, and yet we don't have maybe those loving connections we thought, being sexy or having sexual relationships was going to bring. And it hasn't, for whatever reason, it hasn't for you. And yet here we are, still searching, still yearning, still waiting for companionable relationships, companionable warmth, companionable kicks up the bum, as Campbell said, and companionable hugs. And it's all related to, I have found for myself, the desires to go inside, as we've said, to bring whatever is missing, but it's not. It's there. It just hasn't been brought out properly yet. Maybe you haven't been allowed to share who you really are. Maybe you've been shy about being honest about what you like and what you don't like. Maybe you felt guilty about wanting to share your truth with people in your life or even yourself. Or maybe you felt duty. Maybe you felt whatever it is that's stopping you from getting to where you want to go. I think the beauty of what Campbell has shared and what we're sharing is it's you stopping you. So the answers are with you, which is the most amazing information we can share because it means you don't really need anybody, but somehow there is a distortion or a bend in your potential that you've put there, maybe since you were 3, maybe since you were 13. And this is what Campbell and I have found for ourselves and can work with to bring out from and through you.
Yeah, well, we're all just the result of all of our experiences, right? Everyone is like they are because that's who they are. That's what they're like, right? Like we don't end up in these positions by random. It's you that are the common denominator. You're the only person that's been with you every single step of your life. It's you. We have this relationship things, right? And just to get rude again, people wanting others to fill their holes, right? To fill their voids. Two people, two non-complete people coming together and hoping the other person can complete them. This is a cycle we see a lot in the modern day society, and it's not just romantic relationships, all relationships. But a better way to do it is to go into any relationship, romantic or not, as a complete person. Because then you're not looking for anyone to complete you. You know who you are, and you're looking for people to complement you. people who can help you have better experiences and you can help them. So this is kind of what we want to get to is get away from this I need what's outside of me that people are trying to get something. But what's outside of you is not you. It's all other people's opinions. So if we live our lives based on that, we're just going to get what other people's opinions for us are. And that's always wrong, right? No one knows for you what's right. No one knows for you what's wrong. But if you can work that out for yourself and plug your own holes, because boredom means to be full of holes, right? We bore holes. What is the difference between being holy and being whole? These are some of the questions we're going to ask. So, if you want to get back control of who you are, understand who you are, fill your own holes, and be able to walk out in the world as a complete person and just look for people to have experiences with, then come and join us. Basically, what we're saying is everything is inside you already. It's already there. You just need to bring it out. And once you bring it out and you're confident with that person, then you're not going to be looking outside of you for anyone to fix who you are because you're already going to be complete.
Yeah, and we want to offer a space where you can share anything. No one's judging you. You can share all the horrible, mean, angry, loving, strange, rude ways that you want to express that maybe is too hard for you to express with people you know daily, people you've met, all the time, your best friend, your husband, your wife, your children, if you have them. This way you can share in a way that no one is going to say that's bad, that's horrible, that's dirty, that's strange, because I've been there, I've been strange, and I've been horrible, and I've been dirty in so many ways in my life and by my own actions to myself and other people. Campbell has his experiences which he can share. So it really comes down to being allowed to make that gap. I guess if you look at backwards, to gap whatever it is you're not gapping by being honest. And whatever's stopping you from being honest is what we're here to explore. Imagination, we're going to go through intuition, the two worlds, back to your childhood, inside, outside, beliefs, fears, ideas, your story, anything that has kept you by your own admissions away from where you would like to go is something that we strongly know can be made to change as you change yourself and become more wonderful, beautiful, and allowing your best to become real in your life, well, for now and evermore, which is as long as it gets.
So come and join us. You can hear some of the challenges that Lorenzo and myself have been through because we all have them. You're not unique. You're not alone. Everyone has challenges all the time. It's not just you. This is life. This is what life is. And so together, I think we can help each other figure out how to go forward. And so it's definitely going to be interactive. It's not going to be Lorenzo and I telling you what to do and making you write lists and nothing like that. That's going to be discussions and it's going to be very fluid so that basically it can move and ebb and flow with whatever you guys want to discuss. And like Lorenzo said, it's going to be a safe space. We can even set up a WhatsApp group too, so you guys can chat afterwards. But the main thing is that we want to get through is we all have everything we need. We were all born that way. The problem is society, our parents, our peers, our teachers, blah, 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 have told us that we're not good enough. And they've told us that so many times, repeated it, that we started to believe it. And that's the falsehood, right? That's the lie, is that you don't have everything and that you're not good enough. That's the lie. So we just need to get over that. Sometimes it means we might have to go back into your story, back into your book, and you may need to reread a few episodes and get them from a different perspective. Because a lot of this stuff comes from when we're childhood, right? Like a lot of, people, adults, grown adults are walking around with wounds that some 4-year-old gave them when he called him poopy pants, right? Like this is seriously the way it goes. So we're going to go back to those places, uncover them, get a different perspective, understand that it was just us, interpreting it the wrong way. And then we can move on forward, right? Because most of these things, they become big things, but the beginning point isn't very big. And so it's easy to fix. And that's just seeing it differently, seeing life in a different way will will give you a different life to see, right? So if you're stuck, like I said before, if you're going around in circles, if you're looking for answers, if you're on the relationship merry-go-round or the job merry-go-round or the life merry-go-round, if you just can't seem to be able to get past certain points in your life, if there's specific things you want to deal with and get sorted, might be with your parents, your children, your workmates, whatever, or yourself and your own self-image, then these are definitely the topics that we are going to cover. So go to the link below, click it, whack in your email, and come and join us.
You can sign up. You can pay through the link below, full4power@gmail.com with the number 4 in the middle for questions or suggestions. We're delighted to share some of our own messy experiences. At least I am. Like I said, I'll talk about myself to show you what I've had to get over in my life so that I can be here with my wife, with my relationship, with my friends like Campbell. And I've been lucky enough and loving enough and dedicated enough to grow into the kind of person that has this kind of help. And I believe me, I didn't always. It took me 20, 30 years to get to the place where I get to meet Campbell. I've got to meet my wife 10 years ago. I get to meet other lovely people. And for 20 years, I was in the fallowness of my own crazy. Let's say that sounds like a good title for something. Until I accepted the fact that there were other people out there that could give me some good advice that would allow me to do this for myself.
Yep, we may look all nice and shiny on your screen every week, but we've both had our challenges. We've both had, many instances in our lives where we've been stupid and we've been the fool and we've messed up and we've been egotistical. And we've both had instances where we've done nothing and life's just come along and smacked us in the side of the head because this happens. So, we're definitely going to share our journey with you. We want you guys to share yours, and together we'll be able to sort a few things out, right? So that we can all go forward more happy, more healthy, more loving, and ultimately live a better life for ourselves, and what we will output into the world will be better. So, when we make a better life for ourselves and we become better people, we make the world become a better place as well, just by us acting differently and influencing people by what we do. So, come and join us 10 weeks, 10 live Zooms. Again, link below, check it all out. If you've got any questions, drop them below. We'll come back and check them out, answer anything that we can, and we'd love to see you there. Let's make 2025, right, a different year. I mean, how many years have we been through, right? How many New Year's resolutions have we done? And how much has changed? Because, if you're like most people, myself included, we go through these years and all these events and nothing ever changes. And that's boring. So let's get some change, right? Let's do this together, work out why we're stuck, get over it, and get over yourselves, get over ourselves, and let's change the world in 2025. Come and join us.
And keep the change.
Keep the change. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you on the next upload. Stay awesome.